Made 130,000 my first year. She's always pissed.
Wait, I need to lose 20 pounds or you'll butcher me on the camera.
I think I'll be excited when I have like $1 million or $2 million cash sitting in the bank. The worst thing I heard, I wanted to do something once.
The honesty is never rude.
Mom, give me some money. I really need to buy. Once you hit a certain number, you're comfortable.
Anthony,
Hey.
how did you make your first million?
Oh, are we already here? Already started?
That's the signature question, baby.
That's good. You know what? We started with real estate. It's been real estate from day one.
A real estate agent, investing, renovation.
Investor. I started actually at 21. Government worker. Great job. It's a great job to have banks loving you. As soon as you go private, they give you a hard time. You can make 3 times, 5 times, 10 times as much. Once you leave the government, they said you're a risk. So when I was in the government, I picked up a ton of properties when I was younger.
How much was your salary?
In the government, this was a lot back then. It was about 50 grand.
Okay, 50
probably 20
grand.
years ago.
What year? 20 years ago.
I was like
First
19,
property,
20.
when did you buy it?
2001.
2001.
How old am I? What year is it? Yeah.
So
it's 20 years ago.
2001. Oh my God. So you were very young.
I was young.
How old were you?
I was 21. Does
Okay, that's good.
that make sense? 19. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do math.
So when did you make the million?
Who says I have $1 million?
Oh, you told me.
Did I say that? Is that how I got on the podcast?
Exactly. It's like, hey, JC, I made $1 million.
Yeah,
You're not interviewing me yet.
Yeah.
And then, wait, I need to lose 20 pounds or
Yeah,
you'll
that's
butcher me on the camera. I'm like, I will definitely do it.
Yeah, everyone's got their own time. I think it happens. I don't think anyone necessarily says, I have $1 million in cash. I think in terms of
Net worth.
It's probably taken me moving from Quebec. I was in Quebec investing a lot of there. I kind of dumped it all and started reinvesting onto the Ontario side and rebuilding my business. Spent a lot of money on business, building it up with a referral base and having a great team and having a brand. A lot of my money went there once I moved from Quebec to Ontario.
Yeah.
But afterwards, we sped back up, bought our properties probably a few years ago.
Okay, that's
kind of
awesome.
hit that. Yeah. COVID kind of threw a lot of people sideways, but we
COVID helped some people to make lots of money.
Fortunately, we got help.
Okay, so Anthony, were you like sitting with your accountant when you learned that you have $1 million in net worth? Tell me, like, when did you realize you have it, or you never thought of it?
I don't know. I don't really care. Like, does it matter? I don't know. I think I'll be excited when I have like $1 million or $2 million cash sitting in the bank. I say, but I don't know if it ever hits you. It is
Okay.
every day is every day. And does my day change? I like to think of myself as if Zuckerberg could have $20 million and dress in t-shirts and jeans, or like he doesn't $20 billion. I would probably just dress in t-shirt and jeans, continue as I do. Like, I don't think anything special of money.
When did you quit your job at the government?
I was mid 20s, so 26, 27.
26, 27. How many properties did you have?
I think we were at 5 at the time.
Okay. And why did you leave your job? If it was giving you the security and you were like...
It's going to sound like rude here on the podcast, but...
The honesty is never rude.
And I think that's really what it comes down to. You become yourself, and it is what it is. I met a guy, his name was Luc Deneau. He worked for Brazil. He was selling hundreds of homes in this new development. My only job was to rent them out. I dealt with the investors.
So you had a side job.
A side job. My side job was making more than my current job.
Okay.
And I was doing this part-time. I was getting $300 to $500 a deal. So think about it. I was at $300 to $500 a rental. I was making more than my $50,000 a year job. So I was quite busy hustling on the side. No, this is before kids. This is, before I committed to my wife, dedicated cooking dinner and hanging out at the house. It was like, I'm working. That's it. I'm just working. That's my whole life. When I started making more than my DG, my director general, I said, I don't want to listen to you anymore. I'm just doing grunt work at the office. It's not really benefiting my life. I also didn't have any political stance or any real interest in the government. Looking back, it's a great job. Benefits are good. Weekends off, evenings off, stress-free kind of thing. You just put your hours in and ciao.
Do you ever regret it?
No.
No.
There's probably everybody wants to say, I'd love to have benefits. I'd love to have some sort of fallback, or I could just take a vacation and close my eyes. But you can't anymore. You work for yourself. But no, I would never go back.
That's good. That's good to know. Here's a question for the audience who are maybe working for the government and thinking of getting a real estate license. Did you get the license before leaving the job or after?
The positive about the government is you can really take advantage of the flexible hours possibility. You can't even get fired from the government. You can start a full job. I have I know friends who are working another full-time job while they work in the government.
Oh, I know
I don't
plenty.
agree with it.
I know
I think
plenty.
it's super unethical.
And I agree with it. But my friend, she works full time for the government. 2 hours. She works 2 hours a day.
Yeah, and they make
She's
another full-time salary.
Dude, and they send her all these appreciation emails and calls and thank you so much. We appreciate your efforts. And like, how can you bring this person and put him in the real life again?
Yeah.
Like, and working 8 hours and barely pleasing the boss. Like, you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
And that's one thing. Once you start working for yourself, could you work for someone again? Not really.
It's actually hard. Yeah.
It's very tough. So for me to go back and think that, so I took a leave of absence because of my first son, Colton. Blessing, surprise, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't planned. However, it was my transition year to become a realtor. So I took a year of absence.
Okay.
Took the year of absence, got my license, made $130,000 my first year. Said I'm a rock star. I got the record. I got the rookie of the year at Metro City. The company doesn't exist anymore. Go to these parties, and that's when I met Andy, who's in shorts and t-shirts, and he's making $500,000 20 years or 12 years ago. I think I want to be that guy. He's just wearing shorts and t-shirts. But then you go back to the office, and I'm just waiting. I had to put in 6 more months to make my time back because my paternity leave. And I said, I can't wait. And then my admin came to me and said, you passed your 6 months. I said, are you kidding me? I passed the 6 months. I wrote the letter right there. DG, I give my resignation. So it was one of those things. But the biggest thing, talking to your original question, was advice to people who are in the government. The worst thing I heard, I had an idea once. I wanted to do something once. There was, when I first started, I wanted to do this. The amount of people who came congratulate me to leave, as if like I left jail. It was very weird. I wanted to do it, but they've done 15 years of government. They said, well, 15 more years, I have a pension. Now they're 65, and they said, I'm just waiting for retirement. But I had an idea once. I was going to leave, but no, I didn't. I will always remember those conversations to be happy with my...
It's depressing.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice people. I think they've chosen their path. It's a path that chose.
I know.
It's an easy path.
I hope they don't regret it.
Yeah, I hope they don't regret it.
But so a lot of them, some people, it's made for them, like full-time job, like you don't want to deal with stress. I've hired plenty of people, and I'm like, you got to go get a job at the government. You can't work for like a hustler. You can't work with
You're either a hustler or you're not.
Yeah.
And I think I think still in the government, you should be a hustler too. You only move up if you're a hustler.
We think they should, but their supervisors and managers don't give a fuck. Like I hear stories like some people are really hustling at the government and their coworkers gives them shit because, they're like, oh, you're making me work harder now. So
yeah, that's true.
They're giving them hard time.
That's true. The harder you work, that means everyone else has to work hard.
Exactly.
Guess what happens? Everyone's mad that you're working hard.
Exactly.
It was never a benefit to me. However, I did move up in the government. I got to where I wanted to be. I got to meet great people. I worked with in the minister's office. And then you realize that if I just get out of the government, I can do this in the real world and move on.
How did having a kid and a partner affect you as a businessman? Like, did it help you to grow fast or delayed you a little bit because you couldn't work as hard anymore? And be honest, even if your wife will be pissed a little bit.
She's always pissed. Sorry, Jen. Jen and I have been together 15 years. We've been married 8, awesome. I think. So it's in 2016. Yeah, it was 8, 7. Should know. We were committed to each other at a young age.
Your first kid was with her?
Colton. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Jace later down the road. It's a tough one because the first 5 years, I regret the first 5 years of my business because I put so much energy in my business versus understanding the value of family and balance. I'm not a balance guy. It's drink 20 beers, work out 75 hard, make $1 billion, all family, no work. It's like one or the other. Like I can't.
You're an extremist.
I'm an extremist. So if I go to vacation, I'll take another week. I'll be in Mexico, extending my vacation. I'm on vacation now. Like this, I'm enjoying this. I'm not changing it. So the first 5 years, I was very much work, which was great because Jen was a very good partner at home. She took care of everyone, like the kids. Colton, I had one at the time. She supported me going out, me networking, figuring out what real business is.
Why do you regret it?
Well, I regret it because I put so much energy into my business versus into
like how many hours did you spend a day?
Oh, like 80. I was out all day. I was never at home.
So like you don't come back, put the kid to sleep, and spend like an hour or two with the wife?
No, it was like 20 minutes with the kid. Like, okay, he's in bed. Why am I coming home? He's already in bed. You kind of go through. You go through. If you enjoy your job or you want it to succeed, you put everything into it. So you give up friends. You give up quality time with your kids and your family. Whereas I think as I've gotten older, more stable, okay, fine. Come home 5 to 7 every day, 2 hours. I put them to bed, hang out with them, play with them. Jen gets dates with me now, which is great. She's not wondering where the hell I am. I'm working. I'm always out. Yeah, so it's changed quite a bit.
Cool.
So kids have been good, but they've also balanced me.
Okay, that's
Family's
good. So
balanced
is
me.
marriage good for someone who's starting a business? Is having a girlfriend good, or staying single is better?
Yeah, Jen will be mad. You know what? I think if you
Okay, we got the answer now.
I think if it depends on your personality. I'm an all or nothing. Do I care about my wife? Yes. Do I care about my business? Yes. Which one is more important? They're both important. How do you care for both the best? You can only do one the best. You can't do everything the best. So you have to choose one. Usually you're going to choose your favorite that doesn't yell at you.
Well, here's the thing. With no business, the wife will leave. With no wife, the business won't leave.
That's it. The business is yours. Business is always yours.
It's not this. Like, women wants you to provide.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're
Right? So, like, if you don't have a business...
Jen's an equalist, so she will make her own money. She'd prefer to make the same amount as me. So, that's another debate. That's
Okay.
a good debate.
Cool.
To answer your question, I think there's some people who can work both sides, but for me, a partner is it can hold you back.
You mentioned balance. How does balance work? Like, how did you transition from an extremist, just working all the time, not seeing your kid much, not seeing your wife much, to balance? And how does balance working for you now? Do you feel better about it? Are you still making good money? Is your family happy with the amount of time you're spending with them? And how did you do this transitioning?
I think I'm still learning balance. Balance gives me anxiety. I have anxiety spending time with my family. It's still something I'm working on, is understanding I have to be present and enjoy time with them versus just working. I'm hanging out with you here. I should be working. Why this isn't making me money, or I could be doing more. I'm already thinking about, like, I didn't do this.
You're doing it for the community now. Yeah. This is good.
But it's okay to have anxiety while you're...
So when you're not making money, you're pissed. You're, like, anxious.
I'm anxious. I have a lot of other things.
Finally, we have something in common.
You know? Yeah.
I go on a vacation and I go to an Eventbrite, try to find some business networking events. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, now I
watch you with who are you with Majid, and you're going to saying hi to random people in the restaurants,
making some connections.
You know, it works. You can write it off after that. That's perfect.
Well, you can write it off anyway. So why did you buy the first house? Like, did your parents tell you, hey, you have to buy real estate? Did you watch the news, read the article, like, you have to buy real estate, it's get rich for sure? What was it?
My mom bought a property in the 90s. I think that's when something went off with the tenant. My mom has always worked 2 jobs. Dad worked at home, he's the man. But you're saying, like, hey, you got to be a provider? It's interesting. My dad he's there, but my mom's always had those selling Tupperware on the side, selling jewelry on the side. Government worker, always made good money, and then all these side hustles.
She made sure she's so busy, she doesn't want to spend time with your dad.
See me. Or my dad, maybe.
She didn't want to see your dad, trust me.
But we were 3 boys. She probably just wanted to leave us. Plus my dad. I would not want to be the mom at that house. Looking back, like, fuck, I'm surprised she's not crazier.
She's not crazier.
She's a little crazy. Sorry, Mom. But it's our fault. She's lovely.
Keep it friend, bro. Keep it friend. You know, your wife is pissed. Your mother is pissed.
Everyone's mad. My dad's like, I'm not the provider. Everyone's going to hate me at the end of this. This is the truth-telling situation. She always worked multiple jobs, and then she bought a property. My dad was not into it. And guess what happened? The tenant fucked up the whole unit, trashed it, didn't pay for like 3-4 months. Just a standard first investment. You don't know. You give somebody a chance. They sold it, never buy property. Like, it was probably until we met Luc Deneau from Brazil. I think I'm a good salesman. This guy can sell a whole room. Everyone will buy a house if you're in a room with Luc. And I said, this guy is a god. I need to know him. My parents bought 3 or 5 properties in that project. I bought a handful. My brother bought some. My mom is always pushing. My mom's always buy an investment. Just think of all Just think of
So
all the
she
rich
inspired
people.
you to
my
make this
mom,
investment.
and she's building her own house now.
Oh, it's amazing. Wow.
In Greeley. She's always pushing me. She's always investing with me. We've done a couple good flips together.
Wow.
Where my dad's a
How
little
did
more
that
passive.
work? How did that work?
Mom, give me some money. I really need to buy
I
this
know. I
company.
mean, I'm like, did she call you every day? Was she a control freak? She sounds
No.
like one. No.
No, she's not. I'm like, she's just willing to take a chance with me.
And okay. After like she trusts you and
She
you
trusts
build
me.
some credibility.
But I
and
do have to
whatever.
beg a little bit, you know. She's
Yeah, of course. She
Mom
worked
made
hard
me
for
work
the
for it.
money.
Yeah.
She worked hard for the money. No.
she works in the
Like-
government. Again, you're not making a ton of money. So you think about her 50, 100 grand is a lot of money.
It took so
when
much.
She gives me 100 grand. I'm not losing that. I better give it back.
Anthony, what gets you out of bed? And keep the microphone fucking close to you. When you go back, bring it close. When you go like this, do like this. Exactly.
Walk right.
Look at you. Two more. Give me two more.
Yeah, 3,
There you go.
4.
That's it.
That's how
we have a boy now.
Not gonna-
A boy on the way.
What gets you up in the morning?
Chaos. I love chaos.
You just like messing things up?
No, I make sure it's messed up. Like I wake up. If there's no chaos, I go back to bed. I want chaos in my life.
Yeah.
And I always make sure I have chaos. Like when my business, like I have 4 now. And once
What are you? You have this?
this is Podcast Studio Rental. I have a marketing agency,
Okay.
a video production company, and we have the selfie room also.
Oh yeah. I saw
It's
that.
we rent photo booth. We have 4 photo booths.
That's a
We rent
great
them out
idea.
to events.
Yeah.
And I'm a founder of a juice bar. This is number 5. We
Yes,
take
I
care
like
of all
that.
the marketing there. Like it's crazy jobs, like part-time
Every
job.
time I go there, it's full
Yeah, man. Thank God.
It's doing good.
So and now I'm buying a farm, 150 acres
with
farm.
some cattle.
I just want to add more chaos, man.
okay,
Like, I don't know what to do with it.
That's
I
like
just
not even
add
your
more
wheelhouse.
chaos.
You're going left field.
Exactly, because I
Left
just
field.
mastered this field. I know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
In the media field,
So you're
I know
mastering
exactly.
the field. You want to expand in the same field. You're willing to.
I'm expanding in the
learn
same
a different
field too. So like
Okay.
I'm expanding now to
So
Dubai,
we're
a
doing
little bit to the
selfies
US.
in the farm now.
Selfies in the farm.
On the farm, yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. No, this farm is really interesting. There's a barn on it,
yeah.
and there's a grocery store.
Oh,
There's a house, and there's 150 acres.
That's
so the grocery
really
store is
cool.
making money.
okay.
The barn is making money, and my plan is to triple the money there and then refinance and then use the money wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But it's easy
And
to
you have
triple
land.
the money there because
Land is everything.
it's ran by 6-year-old couples who doesn't have a website, and they're making money.
Okay.
So if I walk in there and I have all the media strength,
Right.
I can triple this income and I
Okay.
can refinance.
Really?
And I have 150 acres.
And they'll keep working for you.
No. So they want to retire. That's why
Okay.
they're selling. But I have partners. It's like it's actually replacing this 60-year-old couple with 30-year-old couple to be there. You
That's
know,
really
same
cool.
generation. You know, French Canadian, both of them, and
That's
they
the
will
only
be
way you
working
can grow
there.
because you need. You can't do it all.
I don't have any partner in my businesses right now, and it kills me. Actually, I have one partner in the selfie room, and he's the technical guy. Like,
Right.
I don't touch the machines. I don't know how they work. I just make sure we're busy.
Yeah.
And he takes these machines, he plays them.
What do you think of
everything.
partnerships?
I would love to have partner in every business I have right now, but it's really hard. You don't want to fuck it up, but
Yeah.
you also can't run it by yourself. You can't find good managers in Ottawa because we don't have qualified resumes anymore. And I'm actually bringing a partner in. Like I'm shipping a partner in from a different country.
Really, you're just gonna ship him over?
He's been working for me 3 years.
Okay.
He trains all my employees here.
Really?
So they
he's
go
from
on
Dubai?
Zoom calls. Huh?
He's from Dubai.
No.
Okay.
So he goes on Zoom
You want
calls.
to tell me where you're gonna ship people from? I need to know where you're shipping
he
people
goes
from.
he goes on a Zoom call with every new hire, every new employee with
Yeah.
my team, and he goes on Zoom calls and he trains them.
Really?
2 classes. Ask Val. They go on training classes twice a
See,
week.
you're not
with
the
them.
trainer.
I don't know how to use a camera.
Okay.
So I own a video production company. We did
You
about
sound like me. I sell real estate, but I have no idea how the back end works. I can't train my assistant.
dude, we did about 1,005 jobs in the last 2-3 years in videography and photography. I don't know how to use a camera, and I refuse to learn.
You know what? It's better that way.
Yeah, because
You
you,
don't
can
need to.
delegate.
Yeah.
If you can delegate, it's easy. If you know so much,
That
you
makes
can
you
delegate.
important.
Exactly.
Time to ask for
Very
praise.
important.
Yeah.
Very important. You can't delegate when you know too much. You know, like when you know too much about something, you just
You end
think
up
you're a
doing it.
control freak. You're
Yeah.
like, leave it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Now I have no choice. Even if I watch them fucking up, I'm like, try to find a solution.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Try to,
but
I'll
fix
take you
it.
for lunch. And then they end up finding a solution, then they learn more.
Yeah.
But if I know so much, they won't learn that
Well, otherwise,
much.
you're going to spend 2 hours doing
Exactly.
that versus.
So
doing that.
chaos got me out of bed. What gets you out of bed?
Maybe I think we are similar in that sense. I do have a control problem in terms of I have to do all the work. We've built the company, all the branding. My wife and I did it together. I did more of the delegation. She created a lot of the back end. She's moved on from the position, but we have 12 years of like videos and online work. Before people were doing videos, before people were doing testimonials, before people were buying domain names. I have great domain names that was GoDaddy's like, you could sell this for $5,000, or you could sell this for $10,000. I've been buying this stuff for years. You know what though? I wake up, I'm looking for opportunities versus before I was trying to create something. Once you hit a certain number, you're comfortable. However, that's a problem because then you just kind of sit. So I'm trying to find chaos again.
Comfortable. I don't know when I will be comfortable. Like what number?
You're young. You're going to get there one day.
I don't know what number. No, because I don't work for the money, Like, why working for the money if the government is printing this fucking money?
Yet?
No, nothing.
But then that's
no wife, no kids, no girlfriend. I haven't been on a date on a date all 2023. I had the rule. One of my top 10 goals is not go on a date.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 2024 too.
Same thing.
No date.
Just focus.
No date, just work. I wake up, I work, I have fun.
Because it is a distraction.
And not just focus, bro. I'm having lots of fun. My goal is, like, I have a motto. Every morning is a Monday morning, and every night is a Friday night.
Good.
So Monday night is a Friday night. I'm ready to party.
As long as you wake up.
Yeah. So I will fucking wake up.
I think it was one of your podcasts. I think you've recently posted, don't wait till the new year. Every day, if you fuck up today, you have tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. If you fuck up tomorrow, Wednesday's Monday. Why do I have to wait till Monday next week? Why do I have to wait till next month? Why do I have to wait till 2024?
After talking to so many people, you know how much I network. People waste 6 months of their year every year. How? 3 months before the end of the year, they're resting.
Yeah.
3 months in the beginning of the new year, they're warming up.
Yep.
They end up wasting 6 months, and then in 6 months, they wonder why they didn't do too much. I say, stay ready. And if you're not ready, get ready. Now, why wait? Why recharge? Okay, now I'll drink for 2-3 months, and then I know I'm ready to take 2 months off. Like, come on, man. I've heard these conversations again and again and again.
If you're going to party, at least wake up in the morning and go to work.
We're all talking perfect now, but I have lots of bad habits. Give me your bad habits.
Ooh. We kind of quickly talked about it. I'm perfect, man. I'm just perfect the way I am.
You're not perfect. You're not. You can sit back. Just pull this back to you.
I want to look skinny in the fucking camera.
Yeah,
man.
but when you lay back, you look skinnier.
Yeah.
Your belly will get sucked in.
You know what? I'm always late.
I know you were 30 minutes late today.
I'm always late.
You're the only white person I know who comes late to appointments.
Every fucking time I'm late.
Are you like half something?
I'm half Italian.
Oh, that's it.
I got Italian time in me. You know what though? But I'll stay here until I'm late till my next one. Once I'm here, I'm committed. I pack my calendar so hard sometimes that I forget there's travel, there's traffic, there's other things, there's chaos involved, and I'm like,
you just like to be late.
I think it just keeps me on.
You were late. You still stopped at the coffee shop and got a coffee. You think I don't notice the coffee?
Yeah, I thought about it. I should throw this out on the way. My wife worked for Michael Kors at one point in the Rito, and she said, listen, and these girls would show up late. There's always the female workers. They'd always show up like 5 minutes late, and then they'd see a Starbucks, and they're like, you really late? How did you have an extra 5 minutes to get a Starbucks? That's me.
You said you had a food addiction?
I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
this is the first time I said
I was perfect. In terms of, what were we talking about, addictions? Were we talking about just like lifestyle, bad habits?
You said that you were perfect, and then now you're late. Later, I don't know.
No, we all have some bad things. I think the first thing is acknowledging you're not perfect. If you think you're perfect, you're fucked. That's a big issue with a lot of people. They think they're perfect. Start acknowledging your problem. Apologize, or train the other person to know that you're going to be 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, or acknowledge and start fixing them. Because I think a lot of people don't want to wait 30 minutes for me. Just because I'm a great human doesn't mean you want to wait. You have your stuff to do, right? That's a big bad habit for me. Food addiction. I love food. We talked about bad habits.
You still have food addiction?
Yeah, I think I'm an extremist.
How did that look like? I've never heard food addiction before. So
you could see food addiction. People love food.
I love food too, and I love eating lots of food. But like, what is the addiction when it comes to addiction? Like, how did you used to feel when you?
It came to the chaos where I was putting all my energy into work, running from appointment to meeting somebody for lunch, and then you know what? I deserve to have that baconator.
I deserve.
I'm entitled.
This is the bad thing. I deserve this reward.
Probably my unhealthiest between like 33 to 36. I don't know. It was a weird.
You're about 36.
I'm 39.
No,
yeah, I'm 39.
Seriously,
I'm old.
Wow, you're not old. 39.
I'm 39.
Young, but dude, you look very young. You look younger.
I thought we were the same age. Yeah. How are you?
No, we're not the same age. I'm a little younger than you.
You look like a man, though. I look like a kid. So, you know what was happening? I would go to an appointment, fucking crush it, and then I'd have a beer or I'd have a burger, a celebration. I would celebrate because I want to win. Like if I do something good, I want to celebrate. If I celebrate, I will work harder. And it was working. Like, listen,
I got to this point, man, with alcohol and cigars and smoking.
Right?
But how did you overcome your challenge, like this bad habit?
It was weird because I was hitting 1-2 Red Bulls a day. I'd hit 210, 220 as a 5'9" guy. Like, I was starting to get really.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because you're probably not much. You're right.
I'm 205, 6'1".
Yeah,
6'1".
so I was
6'1" everywhere.
10 pounds, yeah, that's the average, I guess.
No.
Yeah, but 10 pounds heavier than you and 3 inches, 4 inches shorter. And my body proportion didn't make sense. So, you know what? Some days you forget to look in the mirror. Your wife always loves you, but every once in a while she's like...
You think? That's what she says.
It doesn't matter if you're providing. You end up getting fat. You're replaceable. I wasn't happy, man. My clothes aren't fitting good. I didn't want to do any... If you look between those years, I have very few selfies, very few pictures with my wife, very few pictures with the family. Because I know I was like, I just don't feel good. I'll lose weight. Next week we'll take pictures. Next week we'll take pictures.
You were making money, but you looked like a loser.
I look like a fuck. I look tired. I just look like a bag of shit. And I said, it's okay. If you're fat, you're fat. It's okay. They're not losers. I know you're a big thing on that one.
Man, I said I don't respect overweight men. You can actually look better. You decide not to.
Some people,
that means you're a loser.
But some people feel okay like that. I just didn't. I have a small frame.
No one. Everyone talks, oh, I'm starting gym next week. That means they don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
But they don't start gym because they're fucking losers.
Well, the problem is I never.
You want to hate me? Hate me. Fuck you. It's like, I don't give a shit.
And
only men. Like, women, I love.
I'm a nice guy. Always like. As a salesperson, I'm a very nice guy. Yeah, of course, everyone should have habits that make them happy and you feel good.
You have to be polite.
I'm polite to everyone. I'm like a politician. I'm like very nice. I believe in whatever you want. Just buy a house.
How did you overcome this challenge?
You have to look in the mirror.
I got him in trouble. He got me in trouble back.
You have to look in the mirror, man. You have to say, you're going to change or not. I say 75 hard was it helped me start. So
you did 75 hard?
Fucking start. You know, I think
I'm in the middle of it now.
A couple of people did it at the office. I said, fuck you guys, I can do it. Because I was getting fat and drinking. I said,
okay, so explain to the audience what 75 hard. I'm in day 12 now. Day 12.
75 hard, Andy's program. It's a free program. I don't know who introduced it to me. He's got a lot of political views. He's got his personalities. But he's a man. He's yelling at you. He's saying, you can fucking do it, and we can all do it. You got to work out twice a day. One has to be outside. Read 10 pages of a book every day. You think that's easy, but you forget to do it. There was 5 gallons of water. I don't know how much water, 2 gallons of water. And you have to have a diet, right? You have cheat meals. You can't have any, you can have a cheat meal.
Diet,
I guess.
Yes.
Mine was, I was fasting from 12 to 8. I would only eat from 12 to 8, sorry. No gluten, no alcohol. There's no alcohol, no drugs. Some people debate the drug thing. It says no alcohol, but people were like smoking weed. I said, I took it as no drugs, no alcohol, nothing. I went from 215 to 180 in 3 months.
Wow.
I still read. I drink now, but I still read. I still very food conscious. I still don't have gluten. I'm probably 200 again. I've gone up a little bit, but muscle now. I still
look great now.
I hit the
honestly.
gym. Boxing twice a week. I hit the gym 3 times a week.
Right.
I go with the kid rather than just like sitting on the couch and chilling with the kids. Or again, food addiction. I bring them to restaurants. My kids are prime restaurateurs. They can go to any restaurant, eat well, oysters, steaks. They love food. Not in an addiction type of way with me, but now we go for bike rides. Now we go for runs. Now we go to the park. We just change it up. Addictions, how do you stop it? I think you just have to look at yourself and check yourself.
How did you feel after the 75 hard? Like, were you so proud of yourself?
So proud. I got a pizza and a beer. That's how proud I was.
Yeah, man, I'm in the middle of it and it feels
How
great.
you feeling?
Day 12.
12 days.
But my
changed.
75 hard is different.
Okay.
So let me read it for you.
Yeah.
It's right here. I put it on the front.
Oh, you do the cold shower?
Yeah, I'll read it for you really quick. So 75 hard, cold shower in the morning. First drink ever is hot water with turmeric, apple cider vinegar, and honey.
No lemon.
Because cleansing is really good.
Okay.
Well, apple cider vinegar.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like the same thing, it's harsher. 8 a.m. workouts. I used to work out in the evening. Can't wait to finish work so I can go do the workout, and then always my day feels short. Now I'm working out 8 a.m.
It's done.
By 6, I'm like, what do I do now? Like I almost got a job as a bartender to learn how to make drinks. 2 coffees a day only. So I used to drink 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah?
I drink only 2 coffees and a decaf afternoon if I have a long day.
Okay.
Just,
if you're waiting
makes
for
me
me.
feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm waiting for you. 2 meals a day. So I fast every day also like 14 to 16 hours, and then I only have time for 2 meals a day. And why 2 meals a day? I don't know if it's healthy or it's not. I've heard both studies, but it's way less time consuming.
It
So
is.
I don't have to
What?
think of food.
How much
Yeah.
time do you take to eat?
Bro, I cook. I live alone.
I like
don't
cooking
wanna
too.
buy
You cook for
food.
yourself too?
I cook for
Good
myself.
for you. I like
so
that.
like I cook in the morning, 15 pieces of chicken, and I eat it on twice, and I eat some
Yeah,
spinach.
you're a big
with
guy.
it.
Yeah, you
Spinach
gotta
with
eat a
it,
lot of
and that's
chicken.
it, right? Or like 4 pieces of steak, and I eat some like green with it, and
Okay.
that's it, right? Unless I want to impress someone, which is
Yeah.
very like I
On
don't
all
try
these
anymore.
non-dates he's
I
going
don't
on.
try anymore. It's like 5 hours of
You
work.
cook for someone, it's a date, right? I think if they're over at your house
No,
you're cooking, that's a date.
no. You're not in public with them. Anyways, 5 hours of full concentration of work every day. Like I used
Okay.
to be like, I wake up, I'm working the whole fucking day. Now I just sit 4 or 5 hours, so focused, and then the rest of the day I'm just answering the phone if there is a chaos.
Yeah.
So I feel like my day is longer.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like I
No
have a day
wasting
for
time.
so long. Exactly. Smoking. I will be smoking 2 cigars a week only.
Okay.
Dropping down from 5 to 2, and 3 shishas.
It sounds
a
like an
week.
easy 75.
And
You're still allowed to cheat
no
the
way,
whole
I'm
time.
not done, man. I'm not done. And 3 shishas a week. 1 yoga class a week minimum.
So 2 cigars and 3 shishas?
Yes.
So you're smoking
This is-
every day. Okay.
I was smoking, man, way more. Like
Really?
shisha and a cigar every day.
Okay.
Yes. 1 yoga class a week. 1 jiu-jitsu class a week. 1 dancing class a week. 1 cheat meal a week, not cheat day. High protein diet. 0 sugar, 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, no dessert, no
yeah.
sugar. 0 sugar, 0 alcohol, and again, the fasting, 14 to 16
What that
hours.
sounds like is balance. You're looking for some sort of balance as well, because you
It's a little
probably
bit of
as
extra
much
balance.
as chaos.
Zero alcohol,
Chaos is
though.
cool, but it sounds like you are looking for balance.
Diet,
But like
not
that's
work life.
Working, but you're focusing on hobbies and your own life, which you might have forgotten at some point.
I did, man. No, listen, I came to Canada 5 years ago. First vacation I ever taken in my life was 2 years ago. So like I never had something in my life other than school, work. Work.
Yeah.
So I was raised, you go home to sleep. When you wake up, you have to be working. You go back home,
Yeah.
sleep. That's how my dad lived his
That's
life.
a good quality, though.
But it is, but then I woke up one day, I'm like, fuck, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I haven't traveled. I don't know how to do so many cool things that I would like to do.
Yeah.
I want to start learning. And
Well, you sound like I'm just past that a little bit. You're looking at balance. You can work and hustle. My mom and dad said, work. I was working and cutting grass at 12 years old, all my neighborhoods. I'm making a lot of money. I was selling chocolate bars, pretending like it was for a fundraiser, door to door, so I can get $1 per. $1 back then was a lot of money.
Pretending.
Yeah, we'd sell chocolate bars.
sounds like
Yeah.
most Christmas parties every year.
Every-
Raising money for cheap.
Yeah, you have
Like-
another charity at school? Yeah, no problem. And I was actually winning awards at 13, 14. I was selling chocolate bars. At some point, I was
Wow.
like, I don't want to sell chocolate bars anymore. But you're looking for balance because all you're doing is work.
Yeah, but work
you're allowed to have
type,
some
I
chaos.
like it chaos.
Yeah.
Work type, I like it chaos.
Yeah.
I don't like easy work.
Yeah, you want to hustle.
I don't like easy projects.
But you have to focus on you. And I think that's where
Yeah.
my life is going. But I'm working smarter. I'm choosing, rather than just working like oblivious to what I'm doing, I'm very focused. I'm working very hard at what I want to do. And because of that, we're a top 100 agent in Ottawa.
Fucking right, man.
And you know what?
Tell them how we
and,
met.
And no
Do
one
you
even
remember
knows.
how we met?
Was it at Beyond Networking?
No. It was beyond networking, but what were we
right.
doing?
We went for a spa date.
We met naked
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time ever. We met in the washroom taking off
My
our
buddy
clothes.
Sherry, yeah, meet me there. We'll go. He doesn't show up. I'm at a first time networking with 6 random dudes. I'm thinking we're all gonna get in our shorts now and hang out. Fuck. Talk about getting to know somebody real quick. Yeah, I guess there's a handful of us. Anwar was there. You were there.
Yeah, we're still friends. I'm
So
friends
that
with
crew,
Anwar
that
now.
crew, I still know that crew. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. We're still going.
Maybe
to those
maybe all
events.
networking events should start like that. All dates should
Naked?
start yeah, naked. Like, hi.
We did sauna. We did all this great stuff. It was,
You did
it
the
was
cold
fun.
plunge a few times too, I think.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. You were such a loser, and
Yeah, no, I say.
There
There was a sauna beside
Now you
my
do
house.
good. Now you do good at it.
Now we're okay.
That's good. That's
I don't
good,
take a
man.
shower in the morning, but those cold.
I'm
showers.
really happy, man. You look really good. You look really jacked. I love it.
I still need to get back on the lose a bit, but I appreciate it. It's
Get back on.
no, 75. Even if you only do complete 75 hard once, I'm not here to advocate for that. But any program that's 3, 4, 5 months, even if you're off it, you're conscious of how good you felt during the time.
That's right.
That so you're gonna finish this.
It's the journey.
It's
the journey,
hard.
man.
You're gonna want to give up. You're gonna want to have that third cigar. You're gonna want to have a beer, or you're gonna want to have one day.
It's been 12 days.
Day 50, they're gonna see a piece of chocolate, and you're like, fuck.
I don't eat dessert anyway.
Oh, don't.
I don't
okay.
eat dessert
Something.
anyway.
You're gonna want a beer. You're gonna see a cold beer and it's hot outside.
Really?
You're gonna be like, really, and you're gonna have to say no.
You know what, man? I have zero attachment issues. If I walk away, I walk away from everything.
Really?
So if I say no, even if I say no smoking today, I'll say no smoking. But I'm like, what the fuck is this life, man? Just working and I want to do something fun at least. That's why I kept the smoke.
But then you probably have an attachment when you want to do something. You're all in.
I'm happy to exit anytime when I'm. This is one of the very bad habits that I have. I get turned off really quick. When I'm on, I'm fucking on. I'm going at it.
Yeah.
But do one thing. Fuck with me once.
Yeah.
You're not my friend anymore. You're not my brother. You're not my dad.
Okay.
You're not my family. You're not my girlfriend. Fuck once. And I hate it about me because some people deserve a second chance. For me, I warn you, once you step in my life and I want to put you in the circle, fuck once and you'll be gone. I'll warn you.
I don't know if that's a bad thing.
I think it's a little bad because some people actually deserve I give this advice, give him another chance, give her another chance. People deserve second chances, they learn. Yeah. But second chance, not 5 chances.
No, you get a couple.
For me, there is no second chance. Even in business, like I'm doing something, I'm very passionate. Something about me, if I say I'm going to do it, I fucking do it.
Yeah.
But when I do it and I see like, okay, it haven't happened yet. Every business I started, it's still there.
Okay.
But if I start a mission and I see a red flag, one red flag, not like something hard, like red flag, like, lots of people doing it or whatever, I'm out. I'm turned off.
Right.
If I have a friend and they say one wrong word that
but
I
do you
said,
think that's
don't
maybe
say
led to some success and maybe less errors?
I have more focus because I'm not busy being emotionally attached to some pieces of shit in my life.
You know what I mean? That's not.
I'm worried. Are they happy?
You know
to
what? You
have
can give
me
a
in their
second
life?
chance if they come through and they pull through and say, listen, I've made up amends and I've created everything and they pull their weight. Maybe they can win you back.
I don't.
Not even.
I don't.
Okay.
It's really hard.
That I would give them a chance. If
I
they don't
can
do anything,
welcome them back as an acquaintance and say hi to them, but like the same. Do I care anymore if you're happy with me?
Yeah.
Do I care about putting enough effort to make sure you're happy to have me in your life? Not anymore.
Oh, good.
You're just
how does that feel? I want to get there.
I feel great
I'm
about
a salesman.
it.
I have to be.
I feel great about it, but I'll end up single forever.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But that'll come when you're ready. That'll come when you're ready.
I will never be ready, man. I'm not made for this shit.
No.
Yesterday, actually, I was
Just have a
stopped
baby
by
with someone.
of-
It'll happen real quick.
I told my dad I want kids. I don't want a wife. He's like, I'll cut your nuts. I'll get you any kid. Like, pick the color. I'll get you whatever you want. But I don't
Pick
want a
the
wife.
color.
I don't want a wife, man. I don't want to go home after working all day and just, hey, what do you think we should do this on the weekend and discuss with her? I want to say, I'm going to do this. If you want to join, you're welcome.
You can have a partner that is accommodating to you as
A
well.
follower, you mean?
No, my wife, she was just down south with her family, all our own. I'm going to Cancun on my own. I think that's the biggest issue with relationship. Most people have to do what you're saying. No, I go home and say, I'm going to work here. I'm doing this. She tells me I'm going to work here. I also have older kids. They're 12 and 8. They can watch each other now. I go to my kids' practices. They come and do things with me. I have a life, but they try to run with me. I don't force my wife to do things. She doesn't force me to do things.
That's good.
I think
I have way more restrictions. It's
maybe
not only this part.
You know,
I have
but
a lot more restrictions.
I think
for my wife.
You cannot leave the house.
No,
you have to cook me dinner.
No. Yeah, she has to cook dinner. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a wife that
Fuck
can't
yeah.
cook. Oh, that's tough.
Why would I need her for? If she's not cooking, she's not washing my sheets. Like what? And not giving me babies. Like
You have to listen all the time.
Why would I take care of someone else's daughter if she's not gonna do stuff for me? Like
You know what?
and I'm gonna do stuff for her.
My wife's
too.
dad's working at my house too. He's helping me out right now. But it's yeah, you're right. Those are things you're gonna figure out when you find the right one.
Let's get back to business.
Let's get back
Do
to
you have
something.
employees?
But a partner, if you do have one, has to be on your.
What partner? What partner? What do you mean partner?
But if your partner, your wife is your partner.
My wife, she's not my partner. We're not partners. She's my wife. I'm her husband. This is not a business.
It is a business. I think.
No.
I think if you're in a relationship, it's a business transaction. There's a transaction. There's an expectation on both sides. Your expectation of her to be the role that you want her to be, like if it's cooking, cleaning, and supporting
that's
that.
not the expectations.
No.
Expectations for her to be a wife and a mother.
A wife and a mother. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not
that's
saying it. No, I'm not putting you in.
She can't call herself a mother and she's not cooking for her kids.
No, exactly. But you're also a business partner because she's expecting you to fulfill what you've promised her. So there's an agreement. It is a
There's an
partnership.
agreement, but I don't like calling it partnership.
It's a partnership, man.
Because then you have to call it 50-50 and it's not. And then 60-40, it's not fair. It's a joint venture where I have to do some
The
stuff and
JV
you
is a
have to do some
partnership.
stuff. Huh?
The JV is a partnership.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's a partnership.
And even if it's 67-33, it's a partnership. But there is an understanding that your partner at work is your wife. Your partner at home, if it's your wife, that you have agreements, and regardless if you're having sex after, all during the day it has to make sense. Your money, like sex is your money almost. Like, yeah, we had a good day. We get a reward. You go to work, you work hard, you get money. You go home. If it all goes well, you have more babies. You know what I mean? It's hard. But going back to business, partnerships are hard. I've yet to have a partner other than when my wife was working with me.
She works with you or she's a partner?
Yeah, she was not. She was my assistant coordinator, but she was my partner. She was taking care of everything. I control.
She still takes half of the money. That's what you're saying.
Listen, when you're married, you don't have a choice. This is the way it is.
Oh my God, you're depressing me, man.
I'm really happy. I promise. Forgetting about the partnership at home thing. A partnership is hard because you have a way of working. And if the other partner you think as a partner, they should work the exact same way. I have somebody working in the office, we're completely different than me. And sometimes you need somebody that's completely different to you to be a partner. So having you,
balance.
Me and you might be too much. Like, who's going to do the work? We all these ideas. And then who's going to do anything? Well, you need people that are going to do stuff.
That's right.
You need somebody who's going to manage your ideas or manage your brainstorms.
Production.
Yeah. You can brainstorm all day, but if you don't have employees or a partner, nothing's happening.
I love partnerships. I think if you want to do partnerships, talk about everything in the beginning. Like, don't just like, oh, we click, let's do it. You know, like have an agreement of 60 pages, like from the beginning. My expectations in you from now till 10 years, because, you know, sometimes you lose a friend by partnering up with them. I have a partner now in one business. It's a smaller business, and we do great. But he doesn't interfere in marketing and business growth.
Okay.
I don't interfere in technicalities. I see him fixing something. I don't tell him, why don't you should try this? No. That's
trust.
your job.
Yeah.
It's not I trust. I have to trust because that's what he's good at, and we agreed that he's good at this.
Yeah.
If he can't fix it, he's not my partner anymore. I'm leaving or I'm asking him to leave because he didn't do his part of the job.
Yeah.
And for me, if he's not busy one day, he will leave. So don't interfere. Just don't.
Well, you
do
have
it.
your agreements, right? You have to provide.
Exactly.
And he has to cook.
Exactly.
So that's just the way it is.
Say it.
Dude,
This
being too-
podcast, you can say whatever you
No,
want.
I
Just
try and
say
say
it.
I'm not as aggressive as you in some ways. I think the growth, I've pivoted. So we're developing properties now. So I don't want to grow. I want to be looking at what you're doing. You're diversifying. I'm diversifying right now. So we're picking up a trailer to rent out like Airbnb style. We're in the middle of building a 16-plex. I'm building a 10-unit.
OPM or your money?
My money.
Your money.
I wish
all
it
of
was
your
other
money.
people's. I wish it was. It's all mine.
Why don't you make it happen if you
It
wish?
will. I want to do one. I'm a perfectionist. I want to see the numbers. I want to say that I can do it. I didn't fuck up. I also don't want to lose your money. I will not sleep at night.
You're responsible.
I don't want to lose somebody's money. I owe people money now. Whether they got their money on time or not, they're going to get paid. It's going to happen, and they get all the interest and more by working with me. I'm not going to be the guy that folds and disappears in Costa Rica. I'm like, fuck, I'm scared. I fucked up. I'm here. I'm anxious. I'm stressed. I'm going to make more money.
Fuck
I'll
up
take
with
care
your
of it.
money, yes.
I'll fuck up my money. So as soon as I finish these, I'll do OPM. Yeah, for sure.
Here's a topic I really love. Do you have employees?
I do. Thank you.
How long have you had them for?
I just lost one. My turnover is like 2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years.
It burns people out. It's a lot of work.
How was it hiring an employee first time? Like interviewing them, hiring them, doing mistakes as the boss?
Do you have a questionnaire when you meet people, or is it energy, or like do you kind of what kind of interview questions do you have?
I used to follow the energy and like ask questions along the way, just like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Now I have some questions because I learned so many things about people and what personalities. So I make sure to ask these questions so I figure out what kind of personality I'm dealing with. And depends what's the role. So there's no just one list of questionnaire for all employees. If I'm hiring a thinker or a doer or a creative or someone just to sit behind the laptop and do some work, there's difference. There's also some spontaneous questions that I ask along the way, but something I really focus on is the role play.
Okay.
If I'm hiring you to be a manager, I'm going to role play with you. I'm going to tell you, I'm late. Deal with it. First time, second time, third time. And we have to role play.
Okay.
YouTube can prep you for an interview, but can't prep you for my interview. You know, so that's what I do now. I role play. And my brother gave me this advice. He's like, role play with them.
That makes sense. I mean, he's dealing with a lot of stuff at Juice Foods, right?
Yeah. He has like 40 employees. He's looking to get 60.
I've babysit one assistant, and I say babysit because I feel like you're always. We're small business, so we're always kind of
holding their hand.
We're top
putting the info in
out of
the
3,500 agents or 4,000 agents. We're top 100. I'm still like babysitting. I feel like it's a bad term because I think they should be just independent, completely on their own.
No.
But
if they're independent, they wouldn't work for you, man. They would start.
You know what I mean? It's a tough one.
See, that's the bad expectations I used to have. Oh, I want to hire an employee and they will know what to do and they will do it perfect. It doesn't work this way.
No,
they need guidance.
The last they do, and the last handful of assistant, it was more. You'll figure it out. I realize that you figuring it out means the very slow learning curve. I have to spend a week or two getting down to the gritty, go through it all. Do I want to do it? No, but if I spend this time with them, they will be much more happy. They're not going to leave, right? You can lose an assistant within a month if they're freaked out, if they don't know what they're doing. It's just not very fulfilling.
I have people lasted for 8 hours, man.
You know what I mean?
7 hours. One person, 7 hours. Didn't finish their shift.
But I am a like figure it out kind of guy. Like I'll figure it out, but you're right. If they could figure it out, they would be working for themselves. So you do have to spend some time with whoever you hire. We're a small team though. We're 4. So I don't have the 20. I only have to interview.
So what is like 2 big mistakes you did with employees that you would never do again? Like this is just so the audience can learn something about hiring.
Well, we kind of hit it like
hiring
hire
or maintaining or
fire
training.
Fast. Hire slow and hire fast.
That's a powerful.
And it's so hard because a nice person or your small business, you tend to you're interviewing, you're trying to pull people in versus like Tim Hortons. People are applying all the time. A small business, you're looking for people, right? People aren't coming knocking on your door. Hey, can I get a job?
Especially with the labor shortage right now.
Well,
like, it's really hard to find you.
Where's everyone?
Yeah.
Why is no one working? I don't understand.
They want to work 20 hours a day. They call themselves hustlers when they do 40. Oh my God. I have some people like, can you give me some hours? Yeah, sure. How many do you want? 40 this week.
40?
40.
That's like a beginning. That's where you start.
Trust me. 40 for them
I
is
do 40 in the evenings.
40 for them is if they're in debt, if they can't pay their credit card bills. That's what they do. And they finish the week, they feel so proud and they want to go party.